and only radio station for women and their families. My name is Fobi Bangwala. Of course, I'm not here alone. I'm here with...
Hassania Matula, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you, Nima?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. It's a beautiful day.
All right. Unfortunately, our analyst isn't available. I just saw his message now. He says he has urgent matters to attend to. So myself and Nima are going to be doing this morning with you. We are live on YouTube at WFM 917, and you can listen to us on the go via our website www.wfm917.com. You already also know that when the phone lines are open, you can please call us, let us know what's up. Call us, speak to us. But in the meantime, you can send text messages, WhatsApp messages to us on 0703 1756 537 or 08155 917. We are gonna get into it this morning real quick. Okay, starting off with the Punch newspaper. Fake agency scandal. Hey, presidency under pressure as police arrest Adeyemi's father. I saw this morning, I was like, what did the man do? Why are you arresting him? Is it a case of what they call that thing? Something interest. I've forgotten the word for it right now. But why is he being arrested? If somebody knows, maybe they should tell me, because I want to know the basis on which he's arrested. But yeah, still on the Punch newspaper, 4 suspected cultists, vandal, arrested in Akwa Ibom's criminal crackdown.
Moving on to the Guardian newspaper. Police launch manhunt for 4 over Ibadan killing. Court adjourns ruling in EFCC's bid to seize 57 Malami-linked properties.
Yeah, okay. In the This Day newspaper, tough times await terrorists as Tinubu adopts tech-driven strategy to tackle insecurity. Also in the This Day newspaper, we have Shaware opens defense in suit alleging defamation of Tinubu.
Moving on to the Daily Trust newspaper, 6 killed in fresh Plateau attacks. What is happening? We saw news of yesterday, so many killed. Our thoughts and condolences with the family, by the way. Terrorists block Niger Road, kill driver, abduct 3 traders.
Okay.
Moving on to the Vanguard.
Yes, in the Vanguard newspaper, we have Japa crisis, fix healthcare or lose all doctors. And we will get into it this morning, myself and Nima, and you as our Values Daily News Review family. The registration of ADC for others, legal fireworks resume at appeal court today.
Moving on to the Premium Times newspaper, IPI Nigeria secures release of journalist Stanley Ugabe. Lawyers boycott Ogun Court over judiciary policies.
All right. In the Nation newspaper, we have masquerader arrested over alleged killing in Ibadan. Wow. 2 cult suspects held in Edo State. Those are the headlines from the Nation newspaper.
Moving on to the cable newspaper, Modu Sheriff. Obi is unqualified to ask for Tinubu's resignation. He's pursuing Nigeria's division. Atiku ally Aslam Aliyu joins APC. Says ADC has no concrete rescue plan for Nigeria. Beautiful.
All right. In the Daily Post, Nigerians starving to death under UADC says to Tinubu. Angry mob lynches, burns young man over alleged motorcycle theft in Kano. In the same vein, there was a woman who was lynched to death as well, I think in the north, I think it's Kano or Katsina state, and she died because they said she was allegedly trying to steal children. As of this morning, the northern Christian representatives in the north went to go and visit the family of the woman because, we're not saying don't raise an alarm when there is theft going on, don't raise an alarm when you see injustice being done. The point is you need to withhold yourself from jungle justice. Is not going to pay anybody, least of all the person that is being lynched. I still, if memory serves me right, I still remember when the Alufo were lynched to death. A very, very baseless and unnecessary crime. And we're still seeing that lynches, jungle justices are still done, are still carried out. There's no need. Take them to the appropriate quarters. You can hold them, right? Hold them and say, oh, they committed a crime. Hand them over to the police. But most often time than not, we find that the people who have been lynched or have been killed turn out to be innocent. Okay. In the Tribune newspaper, we have Falano kicks as police arrest father of alleged fake PFIPC boss. Reps hold National Security Roundtable Youth Town Hall on 2027 elections. Finally today, Nima, are you there? Okay, I'll take the last one. Finally today, we have in the pen pushing newspaper, court orders
remand. And finally from the pen pushing newspaper, court orders remand. Yes, I'm speaking. Can you hear me?
If you were speaking earlier on, we weren't hearing you.
Finally, from the pen pushing newspaper, court orders remand of suspected. Okay, court orders remand of suspected killers of veteran broadcaster in Ogun State. Toddler, 9 others born as bus rams into reversing truck on Ibadan-Lagos Expressway. That's all from the headlines for today.
That is sad. Yes, those are the headlines for this morning. We are just going to go right into, the talking points for this morning. And this one, we've been on this Adeyemi Gates, Prince Adeyemi Gates, since last week. And here is an update. His father was arrested by the police. He was arrested at his own residency at Ogbomoso, Ibadan. And so I'm just going to go into it. Before we go ahead, the time is 22 minutes to 8. This is still Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And we have myself and Nima here on the Daily News Review program. Unfortunately, Adeyemi isn't able to join us today as he had sent a message to say he had a family matter to urgently attend to. So we'll be expecting him next week. I know that's quite a few of us. Sometimes our blood used to be hot when Adeyemi is not around, but we're going to do this together. The phone lines are now open because you can just start calling 07000 917 917 or 0800 1235 917 or 09155 917 917. You can call to give us your own contributions on basically your own contributions on the different headlines that we've gone through. Also, you can text or WhatsApp or send a voice note to 0703 1756537 or 08155 917 917. Okay, let's get into it. This one is from the Punch newspaper. Actually, most newspapers have this headline as breaking news headline. The controversy surrounding this alleged 1.3 billion naira presidential foreign intervention promotion council, also known as PFIPC. And if you've been following this news, like Emmanuel said yesterday, this had started October, November 2025, but none of us really heard about this until the last 1 week when Idao, he was out on bail, and then this has now taken on wings of its own. But then the Nigerian police have reportedly arrested the father of Prince Adeyemi amid ongoing investigations into the alleged ghost agency. I'm just like, why? Like I asked earlier on, why was his father arrested? What is the basis of this arrest? So should we be afraid? So if anything happens to any Nigerian citizen now, anybody can go and carry anybody's father because they're trying to look for somebody. if you also recall yesterday, one of the things that Emmanuel kept on saying was that, look, this thing, this whole ghost agency or no ghost agency, they're trying to make it look like, oh, somebody scammed, like all government workers, scam the government, scam the presidency, scam this person. And Emmanuel, I was like, "Ah, only God knows." Emmanuel said, no, 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 no. People are in the know. It's just that, like Sumba will say, he probably ran out of favor. And that's something that we have observed over time. Once you run out of favor with the presidency or with anybody, here seems to be your lot, right? So Adebi, who was said to be the council's director general, is standing trial before the Federal High Court in Abuja. And his charges are conspiracy, forgery, impersonation, and the federal government has listed the chief of staff, that's Femi Gbadabiamila, and 10 other people as prosecution witnesses in the case. Now, a lot of people are like, this Femi Gbadabiamila again, and what exactly is, what kind of power does he hold? Does he have that this kind of thing happened and then he's claiming he didn't know, but then his name has been mentioned time and time and time again that he's in the know. Now, it's not only this man's father that was arrested, he was arrested alongside a family friend. So this is now the problem. Somebody cannot go and visit somebody in peace without fear of being arrested. A family friend goes to visit the father, maybe to say, or you or whatever, or it could be something else entirely, and both the father and the friend were arrested. Here's what I say about the Nigerian police force. When they want to work, they work, but when they want to be culpable in perpetuating these kinds of situations, that's where we will see them. Because we've not seen them going to the bush to and get those kids from Oyo. Is it not the same Oyo that we're seeing them? Right. I don't particularly, I don't subscribe in any form, shape, or fashion to using the members of the police force or the police force as a whole to perpetuate crime, quote unquote, or to perpetuate selfish interests, right? Let's use them for good, not for these kinds of situations, because you have to come and tell us what this man's father did. You have to come and tell us, what did he do? Why was he arrested? What's the basis? Like, I keep on saying, what's the basis of his arrest? I keep on asking. There is no basis for this man's arrested. And that's what senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, keeps on saying, that there's no legal basis for these arrests. The man, that's Prince Adeyemi, had said he was going to show up in court. So why are you arresting his father? Do you think that arresting his father is going to bring him out of where he's hiding? For all we know, he might not even be in Nigeria. For all we know. So I'm very, very taken aback. Why on earth would this man's father be taken? They came in 4 vehicles. They were like 4 vehicles. No, we
even neighbors said they tried to intervene.
Yes.
They didn't even allow.
No, they won't allow them to intervene. No.
Arrest his father.
Yeah, and then at the moment as well, there is a man in blue clothes who is patrolling the area. Like, these kinds of situations, just no. I don't know. I don't know. This again, if there's no basis for this,
to me, in hiding, would he hide near his family's home? If you even want to say, okay, you're patrolling, you want the man to come out, he has promised to show up in court. So
yes.
Why patrol near his family home? Obviously, he won't stay there. He wouldn't, because he knows that is the first place they will go and look. So if he stays there, everybody will know that. In short, the neighbors, the town people, they would know if he was there. And there's one person who would surely speak up where he's in his father's house. So it begs the question, why on earth did they arrest the father? Is it that Nigeria's constitution is not being adhered to? Is it that these police officers don't know the law? Because the father is not an accomplice in the crime, is he? So why did they arrest the father?
Those are pertinent questions that need to be answered. And it's not just Femi Falana that has been speaking. Even the Nigeria Bar Association has condemned the arrest of the father. So all that lawyers have also maintained that if the suspect's father is implicated in this offense, then yes, the police is well within their rights to arrest him. But if he is not implicated in it, then why are you arresting him? Of which we are this I just think that these things are distractions, because we need to go back. Let's not get distracted by the arresting the father, all these things. I'm not interested. What I'm interested in is how was this agency able to fly for so long without anybody looking into it? How was it able to what's the English for it now? How was it able how were they able to have an office at the Federal Secretariat? How were they able to open a CBN account? What do you mean? They kept on saying, "Oh, the certificates were forged. Hidden income was forged." No, not for that long. People were in the know. No, somebody was in the know. Is it that he's the fall guy? Maybe he is the fall guy. But let's know your thoughts about this. 07000 917 917 or 0800 123 5917 or 09155 917 917. Let's take some messages before we go on to the next one. Why arresting the dad? Is Adeyemi not arrestable? Hope this is not a plan to tell Nigerians that he has disappeared from the country. A case of corruption fighting back. What has his father got to do with it? We have a call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Francis.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. This country is full of drama.
Yes, sir.
And this government is supposed to bury their head, their face in shame. What is the business of this man, father? Do they trace this said amount, this 1 trillion or billion into this father's account? Do they trace any money being paid into his account? Or what is his offense? Is it an offense to have a child? And when your child commits any crime, you will not a child that is up to accountability over 18 years, according to Nigerian Constitution, he has every right to bear the consequence of the crime he committed. What is the business of his father? This government, they don't know what they are doing. You know? Even police themselves, they know the people that they're supposed to arrest. Out of the 300 and the staff, they did not see anyone to catch. That the father of the man, and then go, they stop, they embarrassed. I'm not. This Nigeria is nobody is safe now. But if my son or my daughter will commit an offense, then they will not look for him or her. They will come and they arrest me as the father. It is not fair. It's not fair. And they are doing. I'm not sure it's in the constitution of this country. I don't think so.
Yeah, well said, sir. Because I mean, it begs the question: if something happens, can you come and arrest me? I mean, we already see these kind of things happen at lower levels, right? Where a crime is committed, and then people, crimes are not even committed. Somebody just wakes up and says, "Oh, I'm going to go arrest somebody because they abused me." Oh, it's cybercrime. Oh, it's hate crime. Things like that. How much more on this level? It's very, very mind-boggling. Okay, Oluchika Ajayi says, why arresting the dad? Is Adeyemi not arrestable? Hope this is not a plan to tell Nigerians that he has disappeared from the country. A case of corruption fighting back. What has his father got to do with the accused? Pure intimidation and harassment, perhaps to silence Adeniyi. Thank you so much for that. Additional Wasu says, morning to you in the studio. Good morning to you too. This quick rich syndrome is what is making Nigeria what it is. How can someone explain this? Before the war between Iran and US, crude oil was $74 per barrel, and now the war has ended. Crude oil is $70 and petrol is still above 1,100 naira. We Nigerians are too greedy. And on fake ministry, and on the fake ministry, police arrests Adeyemi's father. To me, if a guy means what he says, he should submit himself to court and explain everything. And for Nigeria to make progress, Mr. President should decentralize Nigeria by geopolitical zones and let each state and zone control their resources and police themselves. Thank you so much for your message. On this fuel price, as of this morning, the federal government has now weighed heavily on the marketers and all the fuel associations, the NDP, PRA, upper stream, lower stream, and they have weighed in on them to say, look, this is going to, like, this needs to be below the price. I think this morning I was seeing in the Punch newspaper that the marketers are saying that the price might even go below 800 naira. Let's see, because me, I'm not about the talk. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And so they're saying that I'm trying to look for that story. I saw it this morning. Yes. Marketers push for 800 naira per liter. That was this morning from the Punch newspaper. And they said that's independent petroleum marketers are pushing for the restoration of importation rights and projected that the pump price of fuel could fall below 800 naira per liter as the federal government intensifies efforts to force down the control of petrol. Force down the cost of petrol, beg your pardon. And like I said, Dangote Petroleum Refinery and major operators of the downstream petroleum sector met with the federal government. And so, like I mentioned, the federal government is weighing heavily to say, this should not be happening. We shouldn't have a case of fuel prices this high in Nigeria, being that they kept on claiming that, oh, it's the war. But hello, the war has gone. So what are we saying, right? So different, like I said, different fuel operators and officials of the NDPRA, yes, were also there to have this conversation. However, we haven't seen that the reduction in prices yet. As of this morning, however, when I quickly did school runs, I saw that some filling stations have now dropped by another 50 naira. Is it a case of we're doing 50 naira, 50 naira, 50 naira, 50 naira? The Ipman president said, look, the price of the product is coming down bit by bit. That even when the price was increased, it was not increased at the same time. Sir, I beg all your available pardons. No. The price went astronomically high and then it got to a baseline first and started increasing small. Let's not, we're too old to be telling tales. We're too old, please. Right? And he's saying that the price is coming down. We too are bringing, as the price is coming down, we too are bringing the price down. But the question is, the price has been down since 2-3 weeks ago, since the month of June. We just finished 1 week of July. So what do you mean as the price is coming down? The price has gone down since. And he's also saying that, presently we have reduced the price by 125 naira per liter. What do we want to use 125 naira per liter? Bring it down. Bring it down. That's what me, I'm just saying, bring it down. Because once the price of, I wanted to buy meat yesterday. I was speaking to the lady who supplies meat. And I said to her, kilo shele. A kilo of meat, 8,000 naira. And I said, no. I said no, because haven't they reduced the price of fuel? She goes, oh, soon. And like we always say, we're the ones doing ourselves all the time. We are too greedy. I think it was additional Wasi that said it. We're too greedy. We're too wicked a people, right? To not, like, you know that what you are buying right now is not the same price you were buying it 3 months ago, but you are still putting the price of 3 months ago on the prices now. That's that's not good. It's not good. That's it. Anyway, that's on the matter of fuel prices. Nima, do you want to say something?
I'm just going to add to what you said about people increasing prices. I think, was it 4 months ago, I went to this woman's shop and I saw a stove there, and I asked for the price of the stove. She said, was it 28,000? Then on Saturday, my mom was like, let's buy it now. I went there and the woman said 55,000. And I
From
was like,
38,000.
no, from 28. That's about 2 times the price. And I was like, how is it 55,000? It was like, "Ah, gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n, epo tí wọ́n." And I was like, what I
No.
saw in your shop. You know the funny thing? That thing has been in our shop for all these months. Nobody bought it. So I went there. Let me buy it now. She said,
Yeah.
epo tí wọ́n. And I'm like, epo wọ́n doesn't mean everything should be 2 times the price. And I was like, okay, no problem. I
No
left it.
problem.
And we are so quick to increase prices in Nigeria, but the moment it comes to drop it, and even if it's 10 naira, 20 naira, these fuel prices are dropping, but you don't see anybody dropping their prices. Everybody still continues to say, "Ekpo ti won, ekpo ti won." And I said this thing, excuse me, I think 3 weeks ago. There was a time in Nigeria that petrol was this expensive, yet things didn't rise like this. Things were still cheap. So
Cheap.
why is it now? Okay, relatively, cheap is relative. So why is it now
We
people
have a
are not
call.
making everything expensive? Still making-
We have a call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lima. Good morning.
I'm so happy you're calling Prince, so because you say you were going to be quiet this week, so I'm glad.
You know why I'm good. You know why I'm calling. You know
Why?
I'm calling. I
Why?
wanted not to cut through this one. Why I'm calling is because of our first caller. Okay. He asked a question, and that question, I believe none of you in the studio will be able to answer that question. Not even the latest lawyer, Barrister Deyemi, if we can have it. Now, now, for me, let us now direct our attention to the Nigerian police. Illiteracy is not the absence of formal education.
Yeah.
Our
Yes.
police are playing to the gallery. Now, you are looking for Prince Adeyemi, who is not lost, or who have told you that I will be in court. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
And you told him to arrest an elderly man because you are not elderly, you don't have regard for even the things of the law. Secondly, Nigerians are aware of the name Bajabia Miller, whom we believe that is the architect of the whole thing. Nigerian police is Bajabia Miller away from you, and you have not gone to his father's house to arrest his father or his mother or the sister. Not even the staff of that whatever has no business with what is going on. The probe cannot cover any of them. In fact, if the law is not blind, because I see the law now to be blind now in this case, if the law is not totally blind, as it has been tied over from the beginning, the staff has no business because they were victims of the Nigerian system. So they are looking for their daily bread. Nobody can harass those people. Now, Bajabila is there for you to arrest. You have not arrested him. He has not stepped down from his devil-forsaken position. Now, the people around the president himself, they ought to have stepped down their position. They are still on that position. They are still, my wife is angry because of this anyway. But
sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, first to madam, because this will settle this issue. You have not arrested those people. You are still going around looking for who has not been. 2027 is here. Get your PVC. If we make mistake again, do you think whom you have been asking a government or a president that is running all his tenure, first tenure, or the opportune tenure of my turn without budget? Do you think anything probe will come in and succeed? IMF, the whole IMF released something to us, and Nigerians are covering it up. Even we are playing politics with 8.8 trillion naira. Do you think in the next 8 years that money will not be able to solve our educational issue? Now, doctors have told them today that if you disturb anybody from Japa, you will be on your own. For me,
I wish Nigerians can wake up. I wish they can see the future. I wish they can just do the needful by their PVC and defend their vote. It's going to be very bloody. The election coming is going to be, it's not prophecy, it's real. For me, do you know that something came to my attention? I don't know if it's happened in your own area. The PVC that is ongoing, please find out who brought those the INEC people to come and do the PVC registration in your locality. And I did something for me. This is Prince Emmanuel talking. In my side, I noticed that it was all the people in Ogba that are doing PVC registration, not the INEC officials. They were brought by APC members with their vehicles, open vehicles. Now, those bosses that brought them, they will go in and bring people from far and near. Some people, the one they did in my own area, as far as Songota, you brought people to come and register in Ogba. And these are men, guys that are so rough. You see their appearance. And something happened the second day. I went there, I stood by them, I was watching. For me, they gave them food. So myself, I was excited. I said, okay, let us help a Nigerian system. Now let us give this guy that they are working. So I went and bought a pack of Pepsi. For me, do you know that they did not collect my own?
Wow.
So, Alpha is bringing it. I said, who is the Alpha? To me, it was when I said, okay, so this is politics. So because APC people brought you people. And when my voice became so loud, oh God, I need myself like 10 in this election. We can cover Lagos, please. Only 10 of me. We can. It's not a boast. Let us do it teeth to teeth, tat to tat. It will happen. So me have a nice day.
It is well. It is well. Oh, please tell your wife that she should please, she should not vex. I beg. I mean, Nigeria's issues can actually drive you up, like just drive you, and that's not what. It is well. It is well. Oh, it is well. The other day, I think somebody said, I think they said, "Is this a country? Is this life? No, is this life we are living?" And I was like, "Yeah." You know, it's just really, really sad. It's just really, really, really sad. But we hope for the best for Nigeria. We truly, truly, truly hope for the best for Nigeria, because if we keep on thinking of how the negativity and thinking of where we are at now as a nation, for me who was born in the 80s and grew up when life was fair as a Nigerian, I don't recall us not having light. And I think even when there was no light came immediately. It wasn't like as bad. It wasn't this crazy, when I was growing as a kid. If you had 20 naira, you were balling. I still remember how much I used to take to enter bus to go to school back then. And that's me who thinks that life was relatively okay in my own time. How much more those who were born in the 70s, in the 60s, in the 50s. When I hear these stories from my mom, from aunties and uncles, I'm just perplexed, as to how did we get here? Society is supposed to get better. We're not supposed to get worse. It should be that we shouldn't be talking about the good old days in the year of our Lord 2026. No, in big 2026, we should not be. That's not what we should be talking about right now. Hello, good morning, Evangelist Dixon.
Madam, my good morning. And I appreciate God today. Hope that it wake up.
Good morning.
Because many don't have the opportunity this morning. And I know I will go one day to Maker, also with the Bible and Quran is kind of that after that there's going to be judgment. You can do anything and get away, or you can't get away from God. If you have all the money, all the wealth, everything, how many years are you going to? Let's 150 years. But where will you spend that? I'm not bothered. I whatever if I go. Bible has been studied. There's something happening today that's not in the Bible. That's it. When you study the Bible, but we should not allow negative prophets to come to pass in our life. We need to call ourselves believers. Should be, by example, anywhere we are, we know that we are ambassadors of Christ. Nigeria, most of the time where I don't blame our leader. Our leaders are doing their own up. We are doing our own down. I was asking somebody, Mr. Demi, one day, say, if you grab something, if you prepare police to arrest you or last one to arrest, if police arrest you now, We can say police, okay, police carry our, I think it's just 1,000, carry our hand. But one last one arrested, we start negotiating from 20, 30 or 50,000. And those people are not with government. You see, Nigeria, I don't know why we are in good for thinking of hope. As a person actively on the leaders, point that are backward. In anywhere we are, and God is watching. I just look at this first continent and what them I said. That is how it is. Now, God is getting clearer. And God is getting more key. But we are afflicting one another and praying. How do you expect God to hear our prayer? See what God has done about us. We are doing the right. Some of our pastors are blessing us. They are literally done preaching for blessing. God help us. For me, please, on that account, I sent some message. I did not receive confirmation. You know, there are something sometimes, so I have to receive confirmation.
You sent some messages.
I did not receive any confirmation on that account.
Okay, I'll confirm. I'll confirm and get back to you, please. I'll confirm. Okay. Once I confirm, I'll get back to you. Thank you so much, Evangelist Dixon.
That's children. It is your own children. Or children of the president and we're doing that to these children for their parents. I think I have to point to them to use them for part of the matter. I think my wife, my wife, how unhappy we are. I just want to look at this. You know what I mean? I did it. Body as a trouble because they're not sure. As soon as I have this one, they are telling cop and that. What is you? You go and come out for you. No matter what you do with this one. Go back. Like this, and then Nigeria was higher than $1. We said was not a little about the for what are we having now? I have that one.
Thank you so much, Evangelist Dixon, for your call. If for people who are wondering what Evangelist Dixon also meant with regards to the account details, one of our Women Radio family members had shared of a friend whose house was burned to the ground and burnt to the ground. Clothes, building, certificates, everything you can think of, everything was burned to the ground. So there's been calls to support. So you can send your token to, and I think another thing should be we should add from Women Radio there, maybe in the what they call that is in that caption place. Yes, in the narration 6875-711-017. I said again 6875-711-017. FCMB Esther Veronica Oboli. You already know our dearest Mrs. Oboli. So you can send your tokens to them. Then they also want clothes for the kids. They have kids aged 15, 13, and 11. The girl is 15. The boys are 13 and 11. Please, you can bring the clothes to Women Radio, where we are situated, 37 Beachland Road, Arepo. Please bring clothes, shoes, whatever it is, foodstuffs. Please bring so that we can be of help to our dear sister. Okay, that is it about that. Thank you once again, Evangelist Dixon, for calling. I have confirmed from Mrs. Obodi. Once she gives a confirmation, we'll send you a message. Moving on to the next one, we have Japa crisis still on the matter of Nigerians. Fix healthcare or lose all doctors. This one is from the Vanguard newspaper. We've been talking about the brain drain, the serious brain drain that has been happening in the health sector in Nigeria. And one of the reasons that's causing this brain drain, right, is because, to put it mildly, there hasn't been real appreciation of the work that our healthcare workers do, doctors or nurses, or beyond that, the facilities that they use, poor facilities. And so these doctors that we have would rather go abroad, right, to go for to access better facilities, to access better value for their specialties, basically. And to be able to curb this main brain drain, there has to be high quality facilities that we have in the health sector, appropriate remuneration of their salaries, their wages, their benefits. Because if we can strengthen this health system, right, you are rest assured that anybody who comes to the hospital is going to get great quality healthcare treatment. Unfortunately, that's not what we are doing right now. That's not what we're doing right now. At present, the national budget to health is 6%, is below 6%. As how, if you recall, about a month ago, I think thereabouts, we had said the National Association of Psychiatrists had said right now, because of the brain drain, we have one doctor to 600 people. Like, I want you to take that in. One doctor to 600 people. How does that want to work? If you go to government hospitals, even right now, you have to bear have kept seats since yesterday for you to be attended today. And the attended today is not that they're attending to you in the morning, is that they're attending to you in the evening. I recall when I needed to get a procedure done at the general hospital at the Kedra, we were asked to come in at 7 a.m. We got there at 7 a.m. We weren't attended to until maybe 10 a.m. or 12 a.m. And when I mean attended to, we were just spoken to. We had booked everything was done. By 12, or was it 1 o'clock, they told us to go and come back, that we should come back in the evening. So we went home, and for a procedure that you don't even want to do in the first instance, we went home, and then our hearts were beating. Oh my God, what is this? The emotional turmoil it had on our psyche. We get back to the hospital at about 4 o'clock. We didn't get attended to again until like 7 o'clock. And that's a procedure that had been booked and paid for. Everything we needed to do had been done. So me, ever since that experience, I just said, me and the public health sector, we don't go well together. I'd rather just pray for God to give me good health, number one. But if I need to go to the hospital, my lost private hospital, I'm not following anybody to argue. My dad would say, oh no, go to public hospitals, they have their doctors, they're qualified, the clinical gynecologist, clinical pediatrician. I'm okay. Because at the end of the day, we even see that some of these gynecologists and professionals come to the private hospitals, for consultation work. So I'd rather pay so as not to go through that situation that it was highly, highly traumatic for me. But Nima, what say you?
Okay, on time.
Nima, we cannot hear you, your network.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, you said rather than going to the hospital where you might not even be attended to after booking appointments and staying for a long time, you'd rather go to a private hospital, right?
Absolutely.
Saying, the only time my parents say, okay, let's go to a government hospital is if it is demanded of us, maybe for school registrations or anything. That's when they say, okay, go to a government hospital. But then majority of Nigerians can't afford to go to private hospitals. When you go to private hospitals to see all these consultants, they charge you specialist fee. Many people can't afford it. Only few people can afford to go to private hospitals, and that is where I'm coming from this morning. The healthcare system needs to be improved because many people, like I said, many people can't afford private hospitals.
Agreed.
And they miss out on quality healthcare. They miss out on quality healthcare. Then you have to stay at the hospital for a long time, and you might not be attended to. People keep on going over and over again, yet nobody is attending to them. Because let's be fair, the doctors are drained. 600 people to a doctor. Mélòó lára doctor náà? Ṣá fẹ́ pa doctor ni?
Yeah, and we
And
have
at the
doctors
same
who
time, yes, and at the same time, we say these doctors don't have the benefits they are meant to have. They are not paid well. Their equipment, the hospitals are not good. Does the doctor? The doctor is a person after all. So we need to improve. Gosh, we need to improve our healthcare. The government needs.
we are having difficulty hearing you, Nima. I think this will
I'm
hi,
so
Nima.
sorry. I muted myself. Can you hear
Oh,
me now?
yes, yes.
I didn't know I muted myself. I was talking.
Oh, we have a call. Hello,
Okay,
good
so
morning.
okay.
Hi, phone.
Hi, Mrs. Aboli. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to Evangelist Dixon, although I didn't see his name, so I wouldn't even know he was the one. And a couple of other people that have been sending their token to the account you told us. Let me first and foremost thank Women Radio for giving Mrs. Rose Nweke and her children this opportunity to use your video as a source protocol. So I think I want you to please call the woman later today. I'll send her number to you.
Okay.
Encouragement she can get. Thank you very much for also escalating this on the station for Women Radio and the entire management who give this reason to air happily. For you to see a landlady now become somebody who is squatting with nowhere to go. I'm trying to get just something, maybe just a room, to put she and the children so that they can leave the passage, the church passage where they are currently sleeping presently. For everybody who has supported, for everyone who is escalating this, to everyone who has dropped their token, can only say God bless you. Thank you so much for raising one out of despair. I know you are passing through a whole lot from your own end, but you left aside your own problems and you decided to do this for this widow and her 3 kids. God bless your source. God bless your business. God bless the entire staff and management of Women Radio. Madam Tomo, I salute you. Fumi, God bless you. Nima, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Even I heard you talking about clothes, shoes, and they did not leave that house with Bible. Everything burns to the ground. No broom, no nothing. But I know God will always suffice for them. Thank you so much for all you do. Because in all you do, humanity comes first. God bless you. And I pray for you are able to speak with her just to lift her spirit later in the day to be able to anytime you're chance to lift your prayer. Thank you, Women Radio. Thank you, everybody. To search for a befitting house, even if it is one room, lay their heads and, just leave the passage where they are currently sleeping. I can't talk much this morning, but I had to respond to Evangelist Dixon and for me, thank you for reaching out. Nima, God bless you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for standing by us in this time of trial. God bless you. Thank you so, so much. I'm truly grateful.
You're very welcome, Mr. Bully. Again, the number is to send your small token if you can. I mean, there's no compulsion here. 6875-711-0 6875-711-017 FCMB Esther Veronica Oboli. That's the account number to send. I'll say it again, 6875-711-017 Esther Veronica FCMB Esther Veronica Oboli. Once you see Oboli there, you know that is okay. So I'm Mrs. Oboli. And also we've been receiving supplies. We don't want to send them in bits, but maybe at this point we might have to start sending them in bits. But please send your supplies, food items, clothing, beddings, school supplies, household items, whatever it is that you have, to bring them to our facility, that's 7 Beachland Road, Arepo, Women Radio WFM 91.7. That's where you should send them to. Please, please, and please, we truly, truly, truly appreciate if you can send them, bring them physically, and they would receive them, sort through them, and then send them. Thank you so much for that. Okay, I think Nima was speaking on the healthcare. And you were saying how some people cannot afford private healthcare. Go ahead.
Okay, so in a nutshell, what I was just saying is that the government needs to work rather on our healthcare system. They need to better their facilities and remunerate the doctors in a proper fashion. Because, like I said, not everybody can afford to go to private hospitals.
Yeah.
If our public system is good, you'd even see people who go to private hospitals leave private hospitals for government hospitals because where's the money to just continue to burn? So please, this is a call to the government. I'm pleading right now, and I'm not giving 3 working days. I'm pleading now that as soon as possible. See, Motija need 3 working days. Yeah, it seems like my 3 working days are not working. So they
Mhm.
should please work on our healthcare system. People are bleeding. People need healthcare. People need to see doctors, but they feel so discouraged. If we go to the hospital, we won't see anybody. If we go to the hospital, nobody would attend to us. The doctors are overworked. The nurses might be harsh. Many people complain about that in private hospital, in government hospitals rather, that the nurses are harsh, and it's not their fault. They are also overworked. And if our healthcare system is good, not everybody nowadays you see people saying, okay, they are studying medicine, they're studying pharmacology, they're studying dentistry. And when you ask them why, they'll say, oh, dentistry is very good in so and so country. They make money there. If I study this in this country, I would make money. Nobody is even saying they want to stay in Nigeria again. They are studying courses that will help them travel abroad. So please, federal government of Nigeria, all state governments, better our healthcare system. Thank you.
Thank you. We have one more message. Good morning, crew. I want to ask, can the king of corruption fight corruption? From day one, your president is full of scandals, from certificate issues to the process that brought him into power, to better education, or Joe, the interior minister, to Beth Energy, former minister of science and technology, to Bajabia Mila Saga, and all the people that surround you, your president, square pegs in round holes, all based on party loyalists, not on capacity or competency. That is why we are in this nightmare. You can't give what you don't have upstairs. It's a shame that the worst of us is ruling the rest of us. Hi, Fuminima. Adetonke. Today is not Adeton. Ade today. I went for ministerial assignments. Bless you all. Oh, Evangelist Shegun, we missed you. I was wondering. I said, on Friday, God said that we will hear your voice because your number one is around. Oh, great. We hope that you're back and we expect to see you in full flying color. All right. We have come to the end of the daily news review program this morning. We have 2 minutes. Yeah. To go. People are starving, people are hungry, people are going through a lot. I am hoping, this is my public plea to Nigerians to make sure that we extend grace to each other, we are kind to each other, we're gracious to each other because we're all going through. Yes, your salary has not changed since the last time. Yes, you are going through with the same salary. Yes, that's fine, but it's not going to cost you anything to be kind. It's not going to cost you anything to extend grace to somebody. When you see people frustrated on the road, that's not when you teach. If you're not frustrated, right, because you're able to maybe get a hang on things, there's no need for you to now, because somebody was frustrated, maybe you're the person that needs to calm them down. Carefully, shout, because people are really, really angry. So that's my final message for people. Let's just extend kindness to each other, extend grace to each other, and hopefully Nigeria will be great again in our lifetime. I worry for the young kids that are being born, the young kids that are below 10. I worry for the kind of Nigeria that they will experience, because even right now, they're experiencing the worst of it. It's hitting them. But we're hoping and praying that Nigeria turns around for good and Nigeria will be great again. I mean, in our lifetime. That's it. We can only hope. That's all we have. Hope. Hope, hope, hope. to say that we're praying that these people will change, God will change their hearts. I don't know. Their hearts is in God will help them. I cannot pray that prayer. My own prayer is that Nigeria collectively will be great again, and we will enjoy Nigeria in our own lifetime. All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on the Daily News Review program. It was an interesting day with every single member of our Daily News Review family. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for all the messages that you sent and the calls. We truly, truly, truly appreciate you. 9 o'clock is the news. 9:05 is her lens. Don't go anywhere. This is still Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women. Yes, my name is Fumi Bangwala. Have a great morning. Nima?
Love and light to everybody. Have a great morning. My name is Hassan Nematullah.